Juggernaut, Jake Ellenberger. We're gonna go catch him off guard. All right, we're here with Jake Ellenberger. We're catching him off guard.
Never.
Jake, recently retired. What's retired life like for you right now?
It's a lot busier than I anticipated, but it's good. A lot more time with the family. I certainly miss the workouts, the team aspect. It's good though. It's busy. A lot busier than I anticipated.
Speaking of that, you're here at an MMA gym getting work in. You look like you haven't lost a step. So I gotta ask you: is there any chance you'd come out of retirement?
As of right now, no. But like I said, I miss the workouts, the training, the camaraderie. But right now is no.
Still nice to get the offers though. You still get them from time to time.
Yeah, time to time. It's funny. I had a couple from Russia that were a bit odd, but
oh wow.
Yeah, it makes you think, but it's things are going well. So,
well, what did you find post MMA that's kind of replaced that high that fighters get from fighting?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of imagination and creativity in MMA, and I think that's something you can really, or I should say, you can relate in. A lot of different aspects of life, but I don't know. It's one of, like I said, I really miss the competing. I really loved the competition and the friendships. Those are the relationships. So which I still have a lot of great relationships from MMA. But I don't know. It's one of those things too. Like they would say fame is kind of a drug, and it's true. And but that's not really. It's not really why I was fighting in the first place. So, competing, I really did love competing, which I still do. So that's kind of why I was in it, why I still compete too.
You recently moved out here to the fight capital of the world. I think you're here about 2 months. How you liking it so far? Or do you still have access to UFC PI, those type of things?
Yeah. I was just there today, actually. It's great. It's a great place to be. There's always people, family, friends in and out of Las Vegas, but yeah, it's great. I've built a lot of relationships here, which has been nice, and there's always stuff going on. It's if you want to stay in, it's great. If you want to get out, there's always a lot going on here. So whether it's sports, hockey, soon to be football, fighting, there's a lot to do here. So yeah, it's nice. It's certainly a whole lot cheaper than Southern California,
yeah.
But it is. There's a lot going on in this town.
I mentioned that it's the fight capital of the world, and that's not just MMA, it's also boxing. And lately, there's been a little bit of that crossover. Well, what do you think when you hear some of these boxers calling out MMA guys the other way around? What's the first thing that comes to your mind? Does that intrigue you at all?
Not really. I think everyone sees, what Floyd and Conor did, which was kind of a spectacle. It almost brings back to the early days of the UFC when people could a karate guy beat a boxer or a wrestler. It brings back to those original kind of intriguing points of MMA. But too many guys now it's a money grab. It's not as intriguing when you see it from left field. You see it from far away, but there is fights that I would appreciate, like a Stipe versus a heavyweight, that I would love to watch something like that. So there's circumstances I would love to see, but for the most part, it's kind of a turn off. Don't really care to see. And interestingly enough, boxers calling out MMA fighters, which it used to be, that would be foreign for any boxer to even think about, fighting an MMA fighter. But it's entertainment. Entertainment's taken off. It's evolved.